The fuck up, 76. This dude sending me a video when I did the Richard Simmons thing because it's called Screaming and Slapping. He sends me Nicholas Schreck and the Screamers. Yeah, it's one of my favorite episodes. I love the fucking Screamers. I love Nicholas Schreck. So what you saying, though? Because my episode about Richard Simmons and was called Screaming and Slapping, that Nicholas Schreck and I are gay? Sure, guy. Sure. Or the guy from the Screamers was gay. Gives a shit. All my heroes, most of my heroes are gay. Are they out there like Richard fucking Simmons, though? I didn't say anything about Simmons. What I gave you was the truth. I was there. I lived through it. I ain't Simmons. Yeah, I'm a hostage, though. But how did that Simmons story end? He wasn't a hostage. But I am. Simmons. Stop trying to argue. Fucking Shrek rules. It's my boy. Love the Screamers. So sick of it. See, it's always with this dude and his gay fascination. Stop hiding behind a pride flag when that's not even your forte. You're just an argumentative little prick. And Shrek, he looks a little bit like me. Thank you. He's my long lost cousin. He's one of my cousins. It's my boy. Nicholas Shrek, y'all. When you can do what Shrek did, when you become an honorary member of the Church of Satan, and you marry and put your dick in Xena, Anton LaVey's daughter, the Church of Satan, then we'll talk. Then we'll talk about great things. Nah, dude. Shrek relentlessly pounding that Xena ass. Once upon a time up in the air. Church of Satan and shit. Richard? I don't know. I don't know what to take away from the Richard thing. It's interesting. Richard Simmons. I'm telling you what I remember from my firsthand recollections. And the opinions I express are just that, opinions. But I think most gay people agree with me, you know? But he didn't hurt anybody. There was no point. I just gave you a comprehensive history of Richard Simmons from one who has been there. Why, do you take umbrage with the issue of Richard's gayness? Well, I mean, I don't understand that. What the fuck is your point? All right, be as gay as you want to be. I'm just saying, back in the 1980s, in the 70s, it wasn't so footloose and fancy free. You'd get a swift, you would get beat down. But Richard never got beat with a baseball bat. Come on. That's a permanent handicap. Yeah, there was tremendous queer bashing back then. That's why gays kept that shit a fucking secret. That's why most of them became actors, to let you think that they were straight. Rock Hudson. I mean, it goes on and on and on and on and on and on. When you could get as big as Liberace, then you could be openly flaming on fire fucking gay, because he was so fucking well protected. And, Rock Hudson had a Jewish Hollywood United Front to stand in, but they were all gay. But none of them were as, I'm just saying, Richard, okay, let me put it, Richard was daring for his openly gay attitudes. What do you mean, he couldn't help it or something? You have to sometimes. He was bullied? Wow, you don't get bullied the way Richard did. Okay, Richard took the beat down for your gay generation, and you're not even gay. Is that safe to say? No, Richard just was like all other gay dudes, at that time, just a little more flamboyant. He had to learn to curb that. But Richard did it his way. So what the fuck you arguing about? Praise that Nicholas Schreck action.